Hi, I'm Abby. I'm going to be making steak fajitas. I have the steak cooking right now. It's almost done. It's in some olive oil. So the marinade's already made. The steak marinated all night last night. For the marinade, you mix the lime juice, cilantro, the olive oil, the garlic, the cumin, and the salt and pepper. The steak is cooked now, so we're gonna go ahead and cut it. So this was made in a pan with olive oil on medium-high heat. There are bell peppers and onion mixture that goes with it. That's already cooked. And then we have avocado over here that'll go on top also. So I'm gonna cut that up a little bit more. Okay, so like I said, the meat was made with medium-high heat in the frying pan with the olive oil. The bell peppers were sauteed before because I didn't feel like doing it together. But you can heat them together, cook them together, and saute them. It's pretty quick for the vegetables to cook, about 3 to 5 minutes. So we'll go ahead and make the fajita, and then I'll talk about it. So we're first gonna add the avocado. Then I'm gonna add the red pepper and onion mixture. This was sauteed for about 5 minutes with olive oil and seasonings. And steak. So there are my fajitas. So all of the ingredients are right here. We have the flank steak, the avocados, the minced garlic, which was put in with the onions and peppers. It was also in, what was that? The 2 tablespoons of olive oil, which was cooked with the steak and the vegetables. We have the onions, the tortillas, a half teaspoon of ground cumin, which was added into the marinade, and salt and pepper to taste. That was in the marinade, and then you can also put it on the meat if you want to. We have our nutrition facts here. This is for 1 serving, which this is a large serving. There's 1,174 calories. I'm not really concerned about the amount of calories because obviously when you're pregnant, you're gonna need a lot more calories for you and the baby. There's only 68 grams of total fat. A great thing about it, there's only 24 grams of saturated fat. There's a pretty small amount of cholesterol, not too terrible, 99 milligrams. The downside of it is there is 3,074 milligrams of sodium, which is a lot. But There's so much more nutritional value in this meal for pregnant women that I'm not really concerned about the sodium. There's only 106 total carbs. There's 6 grams of dietary fiber, which I wish there was a little more fiber because you need to add more fiber when you are pregnant. Only 34 grams of sugar, which is amazing. There's 34 grams of protein also. The steak is great for protein, which obviously pregnant women need. There's only 0.4 milligrams of vitamin D, but you can get your vitamin D from other resources, not just a meal like this. There's 392 milligrams of calcium, which is amazing. Calcium is very important in a diet for pregnant women. 3.6 milligrams of iron. I wish there was more iron. Iron is extremely important for pregnant women also. 468 milligrams of potassium. That is extremely important because potassium cannot be stored. So you need to get a good amount of potassium every day in your diet. There's 180 micrograms of vitamin A and 130 milligrams of vitamin C in this meal. I chose this because it's very healthy, like diet wise. There's not a whole lot that isn't healthy about it. An alternative that you could use instead of like a flour tortilla is like a corn tortilla. I feel like that would be better than a flour tortilla. Okay, so some facts about this meal. So the avocados that are in this are amazing because they're rich in healthy fats, folate, and potassium, which help with nausea during pregnancy, which is a huge thing. Most women are extremely nauseated when they are pregnant, and it supports their overall health during the pregnancy for the woman and their child. The steak is a lean meat. It doesn't have much fat in the steak, and the lean meats are great for high quality protein, and they're a good source of B vitamins, iron, zinc. The iron is great because it delivers oxygen to the cells in your body, and obviously when you're pregnant that's kind of hard to do because you have more to give, so it delivers it to the whole body and to the baby for them. Eating plenty of green, red, and orange, yellow, and purple fruits and vegetables is amazing. Like the peppers, those are amazing. Maybe adding like eggplant to your diet would be a great idea. Any other peppers, like green peppers, you could add green peppers to this with the red peppers, and that would add more nutrients to it. If you're making, I wouldn't add anything like carrots or anything to this because I feel like that wouldn't be very good. But adding vegetables like that to your diet, oranges would be good, apples, anything like that would be amazing. It helps the pregnant woman and the baby get a variety of nutrients. Bell peppers are high in vitamin C, which helps add to the iron, which, like I've said, the iron helps deliver oxygen to your body. You're going to be using more oxygen when you're pregnant because of the baby, because the baby is going to be taking more oxygen. So you need that extra iron to deliver all of it to your body so you're not losing oxygen and you're staying healthy. Calcium, like I said, it has 392 milligrams of calcium, which is amazing. It's extremely important during pregnancy. It's important to consume an adequate amount. The calcium supports the musculoskeletal, nervous, and circulatory systems. All of those are extremely important because, like I said, the baby takes a lot out of the pregnant mother. It's going to be taking every nutrient that it can, so you need all of that extra nutrients just to keep you going. Pregnant and lactating women need about 1,000 milligrams of calcium per day. You can get calcium from really anywhere. Milk is a great option. You have to be careful with milk though if you have gestational diabetes because it does have carbohydrates, so you have to watch how much milk you really are consuming. Again, with the gestational diabetes, you have to be careful with the amounts of sugars, which this is great for that if the woman does have gestational diabetes, because there isn't much sugar in it. There's only 34 grams. Yeah, like I said, the adding foods like this to your diet are great. Not only is steak great to add, any other lean meats or poultry. Fish is also great for pregnant women. It gives them a lot of iron. It's great for omega-3 vitamins. If a woman is not getting enough of these in her diet, she could add supplements, but really having these in your diet is the best thing instead of taking all of the supplements, because that can cause other things, like if you're getting too much of them. Being careful with fish though, with pregnancy. If it's undercooked, it can cause issues like making you sick, more nausea. It can cause a lot of issues with that. Chicken obviously is great. Yeah, that's about it. My credits have, these are my credits. I used our book, the Baby Center website had a great source for the 12 best foods to fuel pregnancy. They had a lot of different options, like on there they talked about eggs being a great source of protein, from the CDC, safer food choices for pregnant women. That talked about a lot of the safer options for pregnant women, which isn't safe, what is safe. That's why I found the information about the fish, undercooked fish, how it is completely unsafe for pregnant women. And then I also used the American Pregnancy Association. That site talked about how important calcium is in pregnancy and what calcium helps for women. Some of the other foods that I talked about. Nuts are a great source of protein also for pregnant women. That was another thing that the 12 best foods to fuel your pregnancy site talked about. Those are a very great source of protein. You could also maybe add like sour cream to the fajita to get some more calcium in your diet. Again, being careful with that with any gestational diabetes. Yeah, that's about it.